Is the camera setting? Oh, hello there. Today, the topic I want to cover up is palm oil refining. What is palm oil refining? There's a process to refine from crude oil to a pure perfect of an oil. What oil? Palm oil. There's a lot cover up. We're gonna talk about refining. There's a refining process, refining transportation and storage. Also, the product that have been produced by this process. Okay, we're gonna cover one by one until the end of this. We're also gonna provide a reference link for one of you to watch it. That's all. How do I skip this? Alright. See you next. Start.
Good evening, everybody. I'm gonna cover up the refining process. The refining process is a process that removes unwanted substance from crude oil such as free fatty acid, waxes, and pigments. The main purpose is to improve the oil's quality and color while keeping the dry gas well safe from damage. This process usually includes steps like degumming, naturalization, bleaching, and deodorization. Each step helps make the oil cleaner and more stable after refining or the oil. Produce as minimal color and flavor, making it suitable for food and industrial use. The refining process started as a way to make crude oil safer and more appealing for human use. Long ago, people used simple methods like heating and filtering to clean oil, but this method could not remove all the impurities. As time went on, the food and industrial sectors needed higher quality oils that last longer and look clear. This led to the development of the modern refining process, which uses science and technology to remove unwanted substances such as free fatty acid, pigments, gums, and waxes. The main goal of refining is to improve the oil's quality, giving it a lighter color, better taste, and longer shelf life while keeping its neutralization value. Today, refining is an essential step in the production of the edible and industrial oils, ensuring that the final product is clean, stable, and safe to use.
Okay, now let's talk about the process of refining palm oil. There's a two type of refining. The first one is physical refining and the second one was chemical refining. For the physical refining, there was a four step. Meanwhile, the chemical refining, there was three. For the first physical refining, there was degumming, naturalization, bleaching, and deodorization. For degumming and for chemical refining, there is degumming, bleaching, and deodorization. I will explain furthermore of the each process. The first one or function for each process is degumming. The degumming process is the first step in oil refining. Its main function is to remove phospholipid and other impurities that are naturally present in crude oil. This substance can make the oil cloudy, cause foaming, and during frying. Also shorten out the shell life. While in this process, water and acid phosphorate was added and keep it at 7 until 80 degrees Celsius to eliminate dust impurities. The second was neutralization. Neutralization was a process to eliminate fatty acid by combining it with base or other alkali. The third one was bleach. The bleach process was to remove the color pigment such as keratin, soap, and metal by using bleaching earth such as bentonite, active carbon, and amorphous silica. The last one was deodorization. The deodorization was to eliminate volatile component, free fatty acid, and color pigment by using steam. Before you getting a refining of palm oil, you need to extract the palm oil from the fruitlet. Extraction was get by previous process calling milling process. I'll explain it briefly. There was fresh fruit bunch. Sterilization was to neutralize enzyme and soften the fruit. Threshing was to separate fruitlets and the bunch. Digester where the fruitlets was heated until digest in the digester machine. Mesocarp was separate from kernel and endocarp, and then mesocarp was pressed to extract the crude palm oil by pressing machine. And then the last step is to clarification and purification. This process is to separate insoluble content and in the oil. After the extraction process, there were refining process as I was told and explaining with it earlier. And after the refining process, there were a fractionation process where there's two type of oil. The first one is oilane and the second one is stearine. The oilane one is mostly liquid at the room temperature, while the stearin was semi-solid in room temperature. It is because olein has more unsaturated fatty acid, meanwhile stearin has more saturated fatty acid.
The products produced after refining product. After the refining process, the main product obtained is RBD oil that is clean, pure, and suitable for consumption or industrial use. This refined oil has minimal color, odor, and flavor, making it more stable and longer lasting. It is also free from impurities such as free fatty acids, phospholipids, and volatile components that were removed during refining. Sources of food palm oil and its fractions are used in many food products. For example, in the production of margarine, shortening, confectionery, and chocolate. It came from palm stearin. After that, oleochemicals. These are produced from both main products and byproducts into various chemicals. Animal feed, PFAD. PFAD is palm fatty acid distill, and other forms of waste oil are used in animal feed. An example of this is palm kernel expeller. Nutraceutic- nu- Nutraceuticals and cosmetics. It can be utilized to create value-added products such as vitamin E.
Storage and transportation types. Refined oil must be stored and transported carefully to maintain its quality and prevent contamination. Common storage types include stainless steel tank, food grade plastic container, and glass bottles, which protect the oil from light, heat, air, and moisture. For transportation, bulk shipments are usually carried in tankers, medium quantities in drums or barrel, and smaller or retail amounts in bottle or pouches. Proper storage and air transportation help ensure that the oil stay fresh, stable, and safe until it reach consumer or industries. Storage tank. After deodorization process, the refined oil is typical pumped to storage tank located in a tank farm. Material. Stainless steel tank are preferred for the high temperature deodorization and storage phase to prevent contamination and reaction with the oil. Temperature control. The temperature should be controlled to prevent any Fus- fur- further processing relate pigment formation or quality deterioration. Handling. Use pipelines for loading and unloading, paying attention to safety and prevent contamination. Transport. Crude palm oil (CPO) is transported from the mine to the refinery in road tankers. Capacity. Tanker can have capacities ranging from 17 to 35 tons.
Okay, this is the reference where you can look out for the refining of the palm oil. Those five I have been included in my slide. As you can do, what you can do is to type it in the URL. Okay, my as what my as what my friend explained previously, this step is important to purification the crude oil to become usable oil as what we use it as today. In conclusion, there was a lot of steps just to refine an oil. And as what my friend previously explained, this process was to pure the oil and end up to be a useful lifestyle usage. As a result, the refined oil produced is cleaner, more stable, and suitable for both food and industrial use. Proper refining also help extend the oil shelf life and ensure it meet the standard required for the consumer certification and safety. Thank you for watching this video. This is only a briefly explanation of what is refining oil was like. For other information, please click the link provided in this reference for more information and clearly explain what is refining oil is. Okay, that's all from our group. Goodbye.